We got the Green Bay Packers playing the Detroit Lions, and everybody know the headlines for this Green Bay Packer game. We got Michael Parsons that's been traded to Green Bay from the Dallas Cowboys in a move that nobody thought Dallas would make. Dallas got 2 first-round picks and a Pro Bowl defensive tackle for Michael Parsons, and we know that this is going to be the first game that Green Bay unleashes Michael Parsons onto the NFL. But watching this game, this is the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter. Michael Parsons has been getting in the game, but it's been on third and longs, third and shorts, second and longs. Certain plays, they're not just unleashing him just yet, but they have put him out there. We know coming in that Michael Parsons has somewhat of a back injury, and it seemed like Green Bay is taking it easy with the guy. They do not want to come in and let Michael Parsons get himself hurt. They know it's going to be a long season, so it seems like they're going to ease him in to their defensive scheme, and then maybe 2-3 games down the line, they're going to let him loose. So far, we got Jared Goff, the Detroit Lions quarterback. He is 21 for 25, 152 yards and 1 interception. Jared Goff is not having a great game. These Green Bay Packer defense is looking real good. I mean, even without them unleashing Michael Parsons yet, Green Bay Packers defense look good. Their pass rush look good. Green Bay defensive tackles, defensive ends, everybody looks real good. Detroit Lions cannot run the ball with Gibbs. Gibbs has 8 carries for 20 yards. Montgomery has 9 carries for 25 yards, so Green Bay is shutting the run down. Detroit Lions look like they can't do anything. This game is looking like a blowout in the making. And on the Green Bay side, you got Jordan Love. He's 15 of 21 for 186 yards with 2 touchdowns. And this is going into the fourth quarter, so the stats are going to change by the end of the game for both quarterbacks, for both running backs. On Green Bay side, Josh Jacobs, he has 11 carries for 30 yards, so he's not really having a great game. But that passing game is just hurting Detroit. That passing game is hurting Detroit. You got Romeo Dobbs. He has 2 catches for 68 yards, 34 yards a carry. Jayden Reed has 2 catches for 43 yards, 21.5 yards a carry with a touchdown. And Tucker Kraft, that tight end, has 2 catches for 16 yards, 8 yards a carry for a touchdown. Now, what you got to realize is that this is going into the fourth quarter, so these guys' statistics and stats are going to change. But what I can tell you is that Green Bay, with the addition of Michael Parsons and the way they're looking right now, Green Bay can definitely be a threat for a Super Bowl contender. Jordan Love in his third year, this kid is looking superior. We all know that Green Bay has a history of great quarterbacks. You know, if you go back to Aaron Rodgers, you know these guys has histories of great quarterbacks, and I think Jordan Love is lining himself up to be the next Green Bay Packer great quarterback. We know that Detroit is gonna get in full season mode, and they're gonna be a playoff team. But right now, when you look at this game, you can see that Green Bay Packers are a better team than a lot of people expected, you know. And then with the addition of Michael Parsons, man, this is going to be a tough situation for the NFL to deal with these guys. The passing game looks real well. That tight end Kraft they got, this guy seems like he's soon to be a Pro Bowl tight end, and they got a lot of addition of receivers that Love is just picking Detroit defense apart. Now we can sit back and give Green Bay all the credit in the world and say Jordan Love is coming into his own in his third year, but we can also say, hey, is Detroit secondary weak? You know, is Detroit defensive line trash? You know, sometimes you give somebody credit for beating somebody, but then we can sit back and say, are they good as we thought they were? That's why Green Bay's winning. You know, but all I can say is Detroit looks good. They got some new additions on the offensive line, so I think they lost a lot of those Pro Bowlers that they had from a couple of years before. You know, salary cap issues, the same thing that Dallas dealt with Michael Parsons, you know, given they already played Zach Prescott and gave CeeDee Lamb his money. They just, I mean, they probably wanted to sign Parsons, but when you talk about the financial obligation, Detroit probably didn't, I mean, Dallas did not want to do that. They probably did not want to give up Parsons, but they didn't want to have all those salary cap hits on the books. So, I mean, Detroit probably is going through the same transition. The last 3 years, Detroit was a team that should have won a Super Bowl. Out the last 3 years, they should have got one. Last year, I think they was heavily predicted to go all the way and didn't. And I think that they had to, you know, cut a little fat off the bone when it comes to salary cap issues, because they had a lot of guys they were keeping together because they felt they were going to make a Super Bowl run. And then when you take a step back and you look at it, Detroit just didn't have enough to win Super Bowls, because the problem is you got the emergence of the Eagles, and you got a lot of teams. You know, the Eagles came with that ferocious defense last year and just took the league by storm. So I think that Detroit this year is going to take a step back, because you can see with this game, Green Bay is leaps and bounds better than Detroit. So, you know, this is the Aaron L. Show. This is our 2 cents on the Detroit Green Bay game. We're going to make another video post game with the stats to end the game and what we felt we saw in this game for the Green Bay Packers, because we already can see that Green Bay is going to come away with this win today. This is the Aaron L. Show. Please like, comment, subscribe. I hope you watched the video all the way through. If you did, I want to thank you, and we'll be back at y'all with another one.